people in these parts.
The car caught traction and it does a slow rollover onto its roof. Red flag will come out. Field will stop on the backstretch. So here comes the field. Ready for the green flag. Second of 2, Klein Steel Retail 4-lap pure stock heat races is green. And already a little action here on the front stretch. Sean Kirby goes for the 360. Traction rolls it, loses a tire on his lid. He goes, and we will go red. Sparks flies, there's a little contact in mid-pack as we go under green, and on the takeoff lap, it's the big show, Dave Roscher, but the early advantage. No race for a position going up through turns 1 and 2. The doctor has gone upstairs as well. He's working that outside group down the backstretch as he and Shepard are neck and neck, and where's Justin Hares, who is just about 45 or so points behind Matt Shepard in the battle for the track championship. He's behind Batman Peter Britton, right now being shown in 14th place. The Ada Scagliotta battles to the inside of the number 1 of O'Brien. That's the race for the second spot down the backstretch. And Scagliotta pulls to the inside of O'Brien. They go neck and neck now into turns 3 and 4. O'Brien up on the cushion. Scagliotta shoots through on the bottom of the racetrack. He's up into the number 2 spot behind Rauscher. Justin Hares usually waits for the second half of the race. Oh, contact in turn 3. Shepard goes around, done off the racetrack. No stance. The car winds up on his lid. Red flag will come out. Contact between point leader Matt Shepard and Billy Dunn going into turn number 3. Looked like Shepard was trying to make it 3 wide going into the corner. There was contact. Dunn goes outside the racetrack. The car nosed in and did a front flip, landing on its roll cage. Here comes Scagliotta. He works his way down to the low side of turn number 1. Danny Johnson almost down to the ballpark in turns 1 and 2. How high can you go is the case there, as he was up over the cushion trying to power his way by Pasiadlo, but couldn't make the move. We've got a new leader coming off turn number 4. Scagliotta makes the move and immediately rockets away from the Rauscher machine here on lap number 20. So the doctor now moves up into the 3rd position here with 12 to go. Works on the 48 of Rauscher for second on the inside lane down the backstretch. Wheel to wheel, they go into turns 3 and 4. The doctor goes down to the basement. Rauscher trying to hang on the outside, but the doctor will move through now into the number 2 spot, but he's going to make up a full straightaway to catch race leader Scagliotta unless a caution flag comes out. 4.5 seconds over Danny Johnson as Scagliotta brings it down off turn number 4. The doctor up on the cushion trying to make up the ground, and Mike O'Brien's in trouble in turn 2. Yellow flag waves for only the second time in tonight's race as the red number 1 of Mad Mike O'Brien stops on the backstretch. As the doctor goes to work on that top group, can he catch and pass Rich Scagliotta, or will Scagliotta get his first win here in the Land of Legends? And as they come around turns 3 and 4, the driver from Bound Brook, New Jersey finds victory lane for the first time in 2011. Danny Johnson, your runner-up. Hares finishes 3rd, Shepard 4th, 5th goes to Britton, Vitale 6th, Donk 7th, Bellinger 8th, Payne 9th, Rauscher rounds out your top 10 finishers. It's been a pretty wild night. We've had cars getting upside down, and now we have the winner being pushed to victory lane. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, first-time winner at the Land of Legends, Rich Scagliotta.
How are you?
I got to ask you the obvious question. How's it feel right now?
It feels unbelievable. I was just going around hitting my marks, and just last couple of weeks we've been trying a bunch of wacky stuff to get better, and we just went back to the basic thing. You look at most of these fast guys; they hardly touch their car. That's what I did. I got an opportunity to start 3rd, and I was just, I needed somebody to be in front of me to pace me. Not saying that I wasn't trying my heart out, but it was good that Rauscher was up there because he was very fast, and he kind of showed me the line, and I just stayed in that line, and this is unbelievable. I can't believe I won here. This is great.
So we are ready to roll here as they come down nice and smooth through turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Parts Plus stock car, 15-lapper off and running. 6 cars all running side by side now, almost 4 wide coming off turn number 4. They carry it 4 wide down the front stretch. Peckham says, I don't want any part of this, backs out of it and loses some spots. Wait for everything to shake out in front of him. And again, they're almost 4 wide coming off 4. Peckham trying to go to the very inside of everybody. Gets up alongside Fisher going into turn 1, and now we're back to side by side. And as I say that, we go back to 3 wide, almost 4 wide again, and Marston threads his way through from the back of this pack up into 3rd place. Fisk up alongside Welch, but Welch outpowers him down the backstretch, and he will nose back in front going into turn number 3, but they've got to watch for that white 28 car. Here comes Marston all the way to the outside, almost 3 wide, coming off turn 4 for the race lead, and Marston going around everybody topside here with 6 complete. Now comes up alongside Welch in a battle for the lead, and he'll take the top spot down the backstretch. They're still battling tooth and nail here for the 4th spot. Peckham's down on the inside alongside the Whipple machine, and now Bubba Burnell finally gets some breathing room for the first time since the green flag dropped as he sits there in the 4th spot. And we're just coming to the cross flags. That was the first half of the race that had all of that action happening. And Welch still by himself in that number 2 spot. Burnell and Fisk still glued side by side in a race for 3rd as they come down through turns 3 and 4. It looks like this will be win number 3 on the season, I believe, for the 28 car of Russ Marston as he picks up the Parts Plus stock car feature win. Welch finishes 2nd, 3rd goes to Burnell, Fisk takes 4th, Whipple holds on for 5th over Peckham, followed by Fisher's 37 and the Austin 75 will complete the finishers as he comes off turn 4. It's got to feel good after a week off to come back and have a race like that.
Oh yeah, this is great. I wish I could have been here last week. This car is just phenomenal here. Jeremy Corcoran, he's done one heck of a job of this racetrack. It is super fast.
That was probably the craziest first half of a stock car race we've seen all year here. That was just nuts.
Yeah, I see Andy and Mike, they're neck and neck. I go, you know, I got to go now before I burn my tires up. And
as they pick up the pace here coming through turns 3 and 4, green flag in the air. We're underway, and your heat winner, John Ellsworth, jumps out to the early advantage through turns 1 and 2. Battling down to the inside here through turns 3 and 4 at the end of lap number 1. Northrup tags the inside wall, and that's going to put Pollock and the 89 of Scales into the outside wall, into the runner-up spot as they work through turns 3 and 4. Barnes trying to come in on the inside off 4. Oops! Makes a little contact there and has to check out. Ellsworth had a few car lengths in the bank. Now he's got maybe 1 or 2. He gets a good run off of 2 down the backstretch. But Rauscher is right there behind him going into turn number 3. And Rauscher creeps it up. Rauscher goes up the racetrack now. Barnes goes to the inside coming off turn 4. And Barnes will take over the 2nd spot. Ellsworth holds his line into 1. Now tries to come up to throw the block. But Barnes already to his outside. And Barnes motors by as they go down the backstretch. So Barnes now takes over the race lead in the 28. Ellsworth will stick it to the inside lane in 3. Oh, the back end starts to come around, and he's able to crank it and save it coming off turn number 4. Going to be the 3rd win of the season for Barnes. Oh, Ellsworth 360 Miracle Whip. Oh, and gets tagged there with the 74 machine, who has front end damage. As the checkers wave, Barnes will get another win here in the Community Car Care of Waterloo New Legends Sportsman Division. All right, congratulations to you. 3 wins in the division already this year.
Yeah, you know, we like these guys that are out here, you know, in the New Legend Sportsman's, you know, Community Car Care. You know, these guys are good competitors. They're a bunch of good guys. You know, they gave me a half a chance to come out here. I'd like to thank the car owner, Kenny Banker, his son Raymond, Steve, you know, HFI, can't even think of all of them. Derfs, Frank's Collision. You know, if anybody else, I apologize.
And green flag waves. The pack charges off into turns 1 and 2. Young A.J. Lloyd setting the pace on the inside. Race for position through turns 1 and 2 as Wiesner and Hilkert continue to run side by side for second down the backstretch, all behind race leader A.J. Lloyd at the front of the field with that 1F machine. Back through turns 3 and 4. Wiesner battling it out as Hilkert got close to him and then flared out wide coming off turn number 4. That's going to allow Wiesner to move up and stay in that second position now as the 66 of Wiesner has caught the 1 of Lloyd, tries to sneak to the inside of him off turn number 4, trying to make room as they head down the front stretch, and Lloyd almost puts the 66 of Wiesner in harm's way going into turns 1 and 2, but they're able to sneak through, and Wiesner goes up to the head of the class going down the backstretch. Lloyd gives him a little shove going into turn number 3, but Wiesner able to hold on to the car as they make their way down off turn number 4. Gray has not been able to get the inside lane to work. He comes in on the outside of 3, crosses over on the inside in turn number 4, and that will be the move that puts him up into second here, just shy of the halfway point. 5 laps to go in our Napa Auto Parts Sportsman feature. Green flag waves going into turn number 3. Wiesner back on the gas. The battle will be on the outside lane. Nice move there by Eric Jaguar on the restart, as Jaguar is able to grab a couple of positions and move up now into the top 5 as he made his way past Swartout. Justin Wright going to work on that top lane. Meanwhile, Jaguar now going to have to contend with Justin Wright in a battle for the 5th position. Going into turn number 3, Wright goes downstairs on Jaguar. Jaguar throws the block on him as they come off turn number 4. Little further back, the 0 Vortez gets by the 38 of Swartout, who falls into a battle with Bussey. Final lap now into turns 3 and 4. Looks like Danny Wiesner will visit victory lane again. Here's the point leader, gets a key victory in tonight's Napa Auto Parts Sportsman feature. Second goes to Gray. Comfort is third. Lloyd holds off Jaguar for 4th, followed by Wright, Ortez, Swartout, Bussey, and Cool to complete your top 10 finishers. Great way to pad the point lead by picking up the win, although the guy that's chasing you did finish behind you in second.
Yeah, you know what, we talked, a little bit in the pits and stuff, and, he's racing with a broken collarbone, so I give him all the credit in the world to even be in the car. He's one of the top ones to beat. I mean, we've been racing together forever, and I told him, I says, I'm glad you're racing. I mean, I don't want to win because he decided not to show up. So my crew thought it was long overdue, but I'm just glad we're here. But, between them and Monroe Wheelchair and my family and my wife, it's a lot to put a championship team together. And I know we don't have it yet, but, next week is going to tell a lot with 120 points on the line. But, we're glad to be in the position that we're in. And without all these people definitely down here and the sponsor, it's fantastic. So I'm just trying to enjoy it while it's here.
I'm Doug Westerdahl, president of Monroe Wheelchair, inviting you to call or visit our Monroe Avenue showroom across from Pittsford Plaza for all your mobility needs.
We're here to get you there. Monroe Wheelchair.
So here we go. Green flag waves, final feature of the night underway for the Klein Steel Retail Pure Stocks. Oh, and Vanderwall and Rogers in trouble. Rogers clobbers the outside wall in turn 1. So son passes dad, continues to truck on the top lane to the racetrack. Now look at him go. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide, coming through turns 3 and 4 as Mark works his way up into the 3rd spot here at the end of lap number 2. Mark Manutolo is now 3rd. Big Mike works the outside lane off turn number 2 and down the backstretch, and he'll move into the number 4 spot. LeVere falls into 5th. Vanderwall dive bomb into the inside of the Drape 23 to pick up a spot as your leader Smith comes back across the line here. So Mark, who is the point leader in this Klein Steel Retail Pure Stock division coming into tonight's contest, has now worked his way up into 2nd spot, but he's got a ways to go to try to catch the Andrew Smith machine. Oh, and Rogers in trouble with the 44. Dave Bush gets a piece of him, and there's debris on the racetrack. And I don't know if he's going to keep it on the track or head to the pits. Looks like he's going to stay on the track. Oh, and he has some displeasure with the Vanderwall 742. So I think both of those cars are about to be sent to the pits. Don Drave gets around with the 23, and they both keep it under motion, so we stay green. And Mark Manutolo sneaks to the outside, and he may be able to get the race lead here as they power their way through turns 3 and 4. And Mark has taken the top spot now as they come down to the white flag. trouble for George Levere. 360 Miracle Whip, and he keeps the car running in turn 2. Here comes the field down to the checkered flag. Mark Medidolo will get the win in the nightcap. Smith finishes second. Big Mike takes third. Short finishes fourth. Roger Bush takes fifth.
Yeah, you know, that's great racing right there. That's what I live for. That's why I come here. You know, it's just great. Everybody from Ransomville comes down and they say how great of a surface it is. Credit that to Jeremy Corcoran, how nice the racing is. I mean, it's just, all in all, a great night. You know, just stay consistent, try and lock up that championship, you know. So that was my ultimate goal. I told everybody I was going after it, and here I am again.